Hello everybody, my name is Jesse and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to successfully beat Door 50 in the popular Roblox game Doors. So you'll see this little bench thing in Door 49, and none of this is essential for Door 50, but you're going to want to open these doors because there's quite a bit of gold, so I highly recommend that. So yeah, today I'm going to show you how to successfully beat Door 50. So the first thing you're going to want to know when doing Door 50 is you must crouch at all times. If you don't crouch, then the figure will get you, and you can't outrun him as he is extremely fast unless you have pills. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to collect books such as these. They will look a little out of place, as you just saw, and it will always be a shape followed by a number. So the figure can corner you, just keep that in mind, although the figure is quite predictable and kind of has a little bit of an algorithm. So one thing is that you do not want to open drawers, because if you open drawers, then the figure can hear you and he will come closer to you, resulting in a death. So he has extremely long arms, so if you get within range of, he can touch you, then you will also die. The figure jump scare is quite scary, so if you are under the age of 8, I recommend clicking off of this video and probably not playing this game at all, as it is quite scary. And as you can see, there's also an upstairs. So the upstairs, there are usually 4 books on the downstairs and 4 books on the upstairs. And you might still be wondering what the books do. So as I said earlier, the books have a shape and a number. And over there in the, there's a little bit of a desk, and there you're going to find a paper, and the paper will basically tell you which number goes where in the lock that is up there. So you're just going to want to collect books. And as you can see, I made a little bit of a mistake, and instead I didn't check all of the shelves on the other side of the downstairs, and then I went upstairs, which means I spent quite a bit of time upstairs looking for the remaining books, which I didn't have. So as you can see, this paper. So for example, there's going to be for example, number 1 is going to be a triangle, the first thing you enter in the lock. Number 2, the hexagon. Number 3, the X. Number 4, the star. And number 5, the pentagon. So keep that in mind. It's not always that. It's definitely not always the same code. So you're always going to have to find the paper in this area so you can find out the code. And this is pretty self-explanatory. So basically, you got the books, and it shows you the thing, and then it tells you the code, and then it shows what you're supposed to do. So 1 goes there, 2 goes there, 3 goes there, 4 goes there, and 5 goes there. So you usually want to camp out right here. And most people think that the figure can get you because, as you can see right here, his arms almost touch you. And he kind of, maybe he can see you, except he can't see you because he's blind. So I don't know why I went back here in retrospect. By the way, I'm doing a voiceover, so if I make any mistakes, that's my fault. This was a previous run. I usually actually don't beat Door 50. Trust me, I am a good source, but it's just, it's hard, even if you know what to do. So this is a previous run when I wasn't actually explaining it, so I had to do a voiceover. That's why you can't hear game audio or anything. So as you can see here, I'm going upstairs, and I'm going to try to find the remaining 4 books. And there are only 2 books up here in this run. It's always random. There could be 1 book downstairs and 7 books upstairs, though that is normally not the case. There could be 2 books downstairs and 6 books upstairs. It's completely random. So in this case, there were 6 books downstairs and 2 books upstairs, except I thought there were 4 books downstairs and 4 books upstairs, and that is the average, because there's 8 books in total. But I was wrong, so I spend quite a bit of time up here, which is pretty dumb. So I'm going to cut that out, except for the parts where I find the books. So as you can see here, I pull out the paper, and it looks like I have triangle, don't have yet. Hexagon is 5, X is 6, and star is 4. And you can see I type in 5, 6, 4. So then I go out again because I need to find the remaining 2 books, and I spend a lot of time monkeying around upstairs because I think they're upstairs, but they're actually downstairs, so I'm going to cut this entire part out. acquired. 8th book acquired. Now I can continue to fill in the places in the lock. So let me put on more dream speedrunning music while I get back up to the library. Okay, so I pull out the paper again, and as you can see, I have triangle, which is first, and triangle is 0, so I can keep it at 0. And the last is the pentagon, and pentagon equals 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the lock once figure goes away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the lock, and since this is already 0, I just crank the last up to 8, and boom, you are out of the library. Now remember, it's always different every time, but just do what I said, and you should probably be able to get to the wonderful Jeff's shop.